Yes, this is in response to all the videos that are on here discriminating against Section 8 tenants. First of all, would these kinds of videos be tolerated if landlords were talking about black people in such a stereotypical manner? What kind of landlord would post a video about damages and blame the fact that a tenant was receiving assistance? What kind of landlord would neglect their unit to the point that it could become damaged to this extent? Perhaps the tenant was sick of this landlord's abuse, neglect, and refusal to repair damages. All landlords have the right to enter their units with proper notice, so why aren't these landlords doing so to be sure they're being maintained, instead of spending time posting videos on YouTube blaming the tenant? If this same landlord showed a video of what a black family did to his unit and told landlords not to rent to black people, what would you think of that landlord? A landlord who discriminates against any human based upon the source of their income, their disability, color of their skin, and paints them all with the same brush is illegal in many counties and cities in the U.S. For your information, there are many single moms receiving Section 8 because the fathers of their children have abandoned them and refused to pay their share to provide for their children. Many women who have survived abusive husbands and left with their children and only the clothes on their back have needed to receive housing assistance in order to put a roof over their children's heads. Many people who have been in car accidents or stricken with cancer have had to access this housing. Are some landlords so ignorant they believe that these people all of a sudden become dirty, irresponsible, and destructive simply because they were thrown into circumstances beyond their control? What does this say about the character of these landlords? Tenants, beware of landlords who don't have any knowledge of the Landlord-Tenant Act or the laws protecting tenants from housing discrimination. Unfortunately, it doesn't require a license to be a landlord, so many people who don't know anything about managing a rental unit become landlords and abuse, judge, and dominate people who rent from them. Tenants need to screen prospective landlords because there are predatory people who are just looking for vulnerable people to abuse. Beware of landlords who are judgmental, materialistic, controlling, and discriminatory. Believe me, they will be horrible managers of your unit. And when you finally have enough and move, they will post videos blaming you for the damage they caused by mismanaging their rental unit. One last caution about landlords is watch out for the landlord who has untreated OCD. They are so mentally sick, they actually see dirt where there isn't any, and their fear of germs causes them to blame and accuse you for imaginary issues. If you are a landlord who discriminates against any human being for the source of their income or the color of their skin, shame on you, and hopefully all tenants will boycott you so you lose your rental property. You don't deserve to have good, loyal, trustworthy tenants because you are none of those qualities yourself.